before we know it, we'd walked too far and that was it, we'd gone. The waves just crashed into us. It just literally just took us out.
I felt like I'd got no life, I'd got nothing I looked forward to. So I wanted something that was an escape.
Hayley and Sue are two ordinary women with one extraordinary challenge. They just need to overcome their fears that sit just beneath the surface.
I went on holiday with me mum and dad and my brother, and at the time we was in Jersey and they had the most biggest waves, and as children we was like so excited. We was like, yes, come on, let's get in there. Me and my brother, we just walked in the water, and before we know it, we'd walked too far and that was it, we'd gone. The waves just crashed into us. It just literally just took us out. But thank God, an old couple, they was already in the water and they'd seen what happened and they come and rescued us. But you never ever forget that feeling. Never forget that feeling.
Hayley's best friend Sue was the catalyst for change when she persuaded Hayley to support her at her first Her Spirit open water swimming session. Last year was tough for Sue. After losing her mum to cancer, getting a divorce, and her dad's dementia taking a turn for the worst, she decided she had to do something to look after herself.
I felt like I'd got no life, I'd got nothing I looked forward to. Life was just really rather boring and had the potential to be quite depressing and quite miserable. And I knew I needed to do something about it. I knew I needed something that would that would feed my soul, feed my spirit. I had a real fear of open water swimming, how deep it is, what might be in there, and if that panic that hits you if something touches your feet was a real overwhelming. I don't want to, I want to do it, but then I'm frightened I'll panic. Really frightened that I would panic if I was on my own. I found that with just going into the water, we went in so gradually, and there were other people going in for the first time, and it was just so gradual and so supported that it felt okay. It really did feel okay. And I just wanted to learn how to do freestyle, and I wanted to swim outside. I wanted to swim in the open water. I just wanted that freedom, and if I could do it with no clothes on, I would like to do that too. But I won't.
Hayley, however, had a very different first experience. As her fear got the better of her, she panicked and had to get out. But to the surprise of Mel, a co-founder of Her Spirit, Hayley booked again and is now a Her Spirit regular.
Her first session she turned up was here at Spring Lakes, and it was an open water session, and she was definitely really fearful, and it was with Sue that she kind of turned up, and they wouldn't go past what was the kind of the divide between the deep and the shallow water. And she was probably one of the people that I didn't think that I would see again, because I saw somebody who was kind of really struggling with the confidence in the open water. But every week she popped back up, every week she continued to get better. And over the last 8 months, she's just grown in confidence. You see her in the swimming pool, and I love the way that, she does kisses her, kind of biceps to be someone that feels kind of so strong.
Why did you come back again and again?
Because it's so relaxing. Even with all the fear, if you take your time, you can chip away at that. It's always going to be there. But a little bit inside of me sort of was tearing away. It was coming away, as if to say, I can do this.
Despite their fears of the open water and only just learning to swim, Hayley and Sue decided to set themselves the challenge of completing a triathlon. including a 250-metre swim.
Oh, I must be fruit and fibre, I must be nuts. What it was, Sue always wanted to do one. So I just thought to myself, I do like a challenge. But I thought to myself, Hayley, give it a go. What can happen? And I used to just laugh about it, and then as it's coming along, I'm thinking, oh God. But the thing is, I'm just willing to give it a go. And I just think to myself, it's not about coming first, second, third, you can forget all that. I'm just happy because I've come such a long way is to see that finishing line. That'll be it for me. Once I see that finish line, I think to myself, wow, you've done it. You've done it.
Hayley's journey has been filled with challenges and small wins on the way to her big goal. Like this.
You can do it. Come on, Hayley.
This is the moment Hayley put her head under the water for the very first time.
Whoa! It's cold! Whoa! Hey, followed you. That was cold, wasn't it?
How do you feel?
Oh, fantastic! Oh, it actually wasn't as cold as I thought it would be.
Giving themselves 8 months to conquer their fears of water, learn to swim and complete a triathlon isn't a challenge for the faint-hearted. But now, with 1 month to go, the ladies' sights are set on that finishing line, and they say that they wouldn't have been able to do it without her spirit.
You've seen me if you try to.
Before I joined Her Spirit, I did not really think I'd get round to doing a triathlon. I just thought I'd keep putting it off and I wouldn't feel confident that I knew what I was doing. Her Spirit, they just reinforce what you want to do and they support you to do it. And they just make you believe you can do something that you didn't think you could do. They make you believe in what you thought was impossible. Oh, Hayley has done so well. She has overcome her fear of the open water. She didn't like putting her face in the water. She's overcome that. So she's overcome so much, way more than I have, in order to do this triathlon. So I'm very, very proud of her. Yeah, looking forward to the end when we can celebrate and say, yay, we did it.
Her Spirit is a community of women who encourage each other to get fitter, stronger and healthier. They teach the women the triathlon disciplines, swim, bike and run. The group put on open water swimming sessions at Spring Lakes in Long Eaton.
Hi, ladies.
As well as group bike and running sessions.
The idea behind founding Her Spirit was about inspiring every woman to be fitter, stronger and healthier. And the essence of Her Spirit is a beautiful quote by Maya Angelou. And Maya Angelou, as an American activist, talked about a woman flowing freely to find her spirit and only her spirit. So it's about a woman's personal belief of what she wants to achieve. And Her Spirit supports you because our mantra is together you've got this.
The fitness group have joined with British Triathlon to put on Learn to Swim freestyle sessions at Victoria Leisure Centre in Nottingham.
What we found is that a lot of women potentially swim breaststroke, they aren't quite confident enough to swim freestyle, but they want to do a triathlon and they want to do the triathlon freestyle. So what we've done is put on a 6-week course of Learn to Swim freestyle, which essentially takes them from not being able to swim freestyle to actually by the end of the 6 weeks feeling really competent. And the main thing that we do find is that people struggle with the breathing and putting their face in the water, and we help over the 6 weeks to combat that.
Maybe most importantly though, they build a tribe for the women to be a proud part of.
The Her Spirit community, it makes you feel very supported. So there's no judgment. They just accept you for who you are, and you feel like you can be your genuine self rather than just having to put on a face all the time.
It's like you have a big positive wall behind you who says, come on, just do it. Go and have a go. I'm happy that I found them.
Everybody's just so open and welcoming to each other, and that just makes you, it's really good for your self-esteem. As Mel put it, find your tribe, and it's like the Her Spirit ladies feel like my tribe.